Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica and today I am sharing with you my Christmas list as well as some other ideas I have of what to ask for Christmas if you need some inspiration. I have created 4 categories of different gifts. I didn't want to make them too narrow, but I kind of just made them off of vibes. The first one is everyday luxury. The second is girl on the go. Next, we have for the best dressed. And the final one is fun. I called it Barbie Dream House, which is more for people who have their own place. As I mentioned, this is a mix of things I'm personally asking for and then just other ideas. So I have starred the things that I think I'm personally going to be asking for, and I'm going to just get in the details of all these ideas. I can't wait to share them with you. Okay, so first things first, we have the luxury category, the everyday luxuries. These are for things that you can get a lot of use out of and that I think will really brighten your day as a whole. Though some of these gifts are more expensive, I think they're worth it. For example, I have perfume included in this everyday luxuries section. I want to point out Rose and Roses. This is not starred because I actually already own this. It is my all-time favorite perfume. It's by Miss Dior. I highly recommend it. The 2 things that were starred from this first part of the category are this little sheer curtain from Urban Outfitters, I believe. I would love to put this up in my future apartment. And the other thing I have starred is the Sticky Dates collection by Lush. I already have the shower gel and I love it, so I would love to receive some other parts of the collection. Sticky Dates is such a classy, fall, wintry scent. I think coziness in winter is a really important everyday luxury, so I have really cute snail fuzzy socks on here, but honestly, really fuzzy home socks of any kind or any pattern would be a great gift. Now, an electric blanket is another really big idea I have for this category. We have some in our home, but when I move to my own apartment, I will definitely be asking for one as well, but that is still in the future a little bit. I have never been a big fan of the UGG slippers, but now I think I'm finally coming around to them. So I think that those are a great gift too. Again, it doesn't even have to be UGG, just any kind of slippers where you're not putting your feet on the cold ground right when you get up, or you're just kind of walking around the house and you don't want to wear sneakers, but you don't want to be barefoot. Slippers are great. And then I definitely have 2 of the more luxurious things, speaking of everyday luxury. So I have this like makeup bag, and I have never seen one like this in my life. I think it is so gorgeous and refined. It definitely, to me, it's giving Parisian, fancy city girl. Then I have this vanity. You guys, this vanity is incredibly expensive, but I think it captures the mood. Not to be whatever, but it captures the aura of the everyday luxury categories. Okay, so we have 2 more perfumes. These I actually stole right off of my sister's Christmas and birthday list. These are 2 things she's asking for, but I have smelled them with her and I can agree that they're great. So we have Gucci Bloom, which is such a classic, such a mainstay, as well as Lancome's Idole. So those are 2 great perfumes that are, more high end. I have this Victoria's Secret robe. Again, everyday luxury needs to be cozy, especially in winter. And what better way to do that than have a nice, fluffy, feminine robe to wear? And continuing with that cozy vibe, I have just another pair of those UGG slippers, but in a dark cocoa color, which I think are super cute. And then I also included a space heater. Space heaters are such a godsend. Now, if you have good heating in your house or your apartment, congratulations. But in my last apartment when I was in college, our heat was atrocious. And so our landlord gave us space heaters, and they're just a godsend. They're amazing. And so if you get cold or if you don't have the best heating, a space heater can work wonders for your house. So I would totally recommend. All right, so my next category is girl on the go. The inspiration for this collection was kind of athletic, kind of the girl who is always out of the house, out and about. Maybe she's traveling. She just likes to go out and do a lot of different things. So for girl on the go, of course, we have those sportier items. The 2 starred things on my list for this slide are some halter workout tops, as well as these polka dot New Balance sneakers. I think the sneakers went viral maybe about a year ago, and I still am obsessed with them. I still think they're so cute. I love the way that I've seen a lot of girls style them with just white ankle ruffle socks. I think that's adorable. I am definitely asking for polka dot New Balances. That's number 1 on my Christmas list, to be totally honest. But yeah, I'd also love some halter workout tops. I've been really trying to lock in at the gym, so definitely getting some new workout clothes I think is always a huge inspiration for me personally. Speaking of the gym, I have a gym bag on this slide. It's kind of like a duffel bag slash weekender bag, but I actually own this one. I tried to put a couple things in this video that I already have that I'd recommend. And so this is a big one. I got this gym bag from Amazon and it is great. It holds up. It was cheap. I think I probably paid around 20 bucks for it initially. They have it in other colors, and this is not an ad, by the way, but this is literally my day-to-day gym bag. I'm not a super girly girl and I'm not super into pink, but I think having a pink gym bag is like somehow very inspiring and fun for me. So highly recommend. And then I also have a Fitbit up on the slide. I own the Fitbit. This is the same one that's in the video, except I have the black strap. I love my Fitbit. It has been very encouraging and useful for me when I've gotten more into tracking my stats, tracking my workouts, and all those metrics. So more on tech, I put a portable charger. Now, I just used this photo as an example. I already have like 2 portable chargers that have just been given to me over the years. But if you don't have one and you travel, like what are you doing? Portable chargers have saved my life so many times. So it's definitely a good little gift to ask for that will save your butt, I swear to God. And then I have just this really cute laptop cover. And I also have a Polaroid camera. If you travel, you probably are taking pictures. As we know, I love to scrapbook. I document my life. You know, I do YouTube. I love to take pictures. So I'm not asking for a Polaroid camera this year. However, I think that, yeah, cool cameras are totally in. I'm sick of phone cameras. They just lose so much of the mystique and the depth of more, I don't want to say traditional. I don't want to say that like a Polaroid is like traditional, I guess, but those more foundational, you know, eras of cameras. To start again with the things that I'm actually asking for, we have a digital camera. I'm obsessed with digicams. Like one of my best friends has one and she takes it when we go out places. And I'm obsessed. I think especially also being someone from the 2000s, like that digicams are kind of what I grew up with. And so I think that it makes it extra special for like my generation as well. The other thing I have starred is a clothing piece. These are pants from Free People. I saw these at King of Prussia Mall and I actually loved them. I made a mental note. And so I might ask for these, not sure, but I'm thinking about it. They're just adorable, like athletic, athleisure pants. All of my athletic-y pants are leggings. I have like a pair of sweatpants I'll sometimes wear depending, but I want something that like isn't just leggings, if that makes sense. I want some variety in my like workout slash athleisure clothes. The bag I have on this slide is also from Free People. It's just, I think, super cute. Again, very athleisure, very girl on the go. Like I would imagine taking this traveling, or you could just take it as a day-to-day bag. You could use it even as a gym bag. Now I want to talk about the headphones. These are the Bose Quiet Comfort headphones and I own these. I don't have the purple ones, but I do have the white ones, but I think they're great headphones. They were my first ever noise canceling over the head headphones. I always would use like wired earbuds, for example, until I got these, but they're really great. They totally block out the sound. The sound quality is great. I'm not huge like audio aficionado, but I can say they're definitely worth it. My sister has these and she also loves them. So if you need headphones, I would totally recommend the Bose. And then there's 3 more things on this slide I want to talk about. They're all clothes. So first is Define. I think that Define is a very influencer adjacent and highly hyped brand. I've never had anything from Define before, so I can't really speak whether it's overhyped or appropriately hyped. However, I think that, again, buying yourself new workout gear is super inspiring and fun to help encourage you on your health and workout journeys. And then kind of in the opposite direction, I think vintage workout wear is really cool. Vintage Nike is great. I see a lot of it online all the time. But for example, I just have this old Nike top that I saw on Pinterest, like so cute. Like I highly recommend, and I will do a video about handmade Christmas gift ideas soon, but I recommend if you're looking for clothes or jewelry or that kind of thing, to actually like go on Depop or go on another like online secondhand platform and ask for secondhand items as well, because hello, sustainability, hello, thrifting. And lastly, I just put these pink rain boots because I think they're adorable. Honestly, they just came up in my recommended on Pinterest. And I'm thinking like, girl on the go isn't just a girl who goes to like the gym and Pilates class. Like girl on the go is outside, she's getting her stuff done, she's productive, and she needs to be out in all weather conditions. So if you don't have a good pair of rain boots, maybe this is the time to ask for some. Okay, our next category is for the best dressed. This is just kind of a cheeky one to throw in some like jewelry, clothes, and accessories that I have been eyeing or that I think are super cute. So first, again, we'll always talk about the things that I'm particularly asking for. I only have one thing starred on this list, but it is this animal print pair of shoes. These are Golas, and I'm in love with them. I think they're adorable. For me, animal print is not just a phase, it's not just a micro trend. It is classic and I'm obsessed. It's a staple. I want to talk about the nail designs. All of these are press-ons that I found from Pinterest. We got that multicolored design. I think that's beautiful. Then we have like the Lisa Frank monkey face guys. Those are freaking adorable too. Very nostalgic, very cool and kind of offbeat funky. The Tiffany necklace is freaking adorable. The earrings are definitely the most unique thing I think I have on this entire list. I know these are from Etsy. And yeah, they're really cool. Personally, I am really into like bespoke sterling silver jewelry or vintage sterling silver jewelry. So yeah, totally up my alley. Those are freaking awesome. Highly recommend looking for gifts from small businesses, you know, handmade. So searching Etsy, searching marketplaces like that, I think is a great place to start as well. Yeah, I also have these bracelets. I thought the fact that they're like belts and buckles is really cool. I got the hair clip, which is like a monarch butterfly. I'm so into butterflies all the time. Love hair clips. I think it's the perfect marriage of both. And then lastly, I have this top from Free People, which I just think is really cool. I freaking love Free People. And next page. So again, we have more press-ons. I, again, love animal print and I love tortoiseshell, especially. So I might be asking for some tortoiseshell press-ons because I don't think it's a style I'm confident in painting myself on my nails, but getting your nails done is pretty expensive. So I might ask for some press-ons. And then the other thing I have starred is actually another Free People top. This was called the Billy top and it was out of stock. It came back. Now I'm really debating it because I think it's adorable. I love like, what are they, like lilies? I love the floral design and the boat neck. I think it's super chic. I put that second set of press-ons on the slide and I think it matches it, which is just like totally a vibe and it's kind of making me giddy as I look at this page. Then I have pink Frye boots. Now I know Frye boots have been trending for a couple years. I mean, they're a classic brand, but you know, the Pinterest and TikTok girlies have really gotten their grips on them, which is fine. You know, like I didn't really know about Frye boots until they became popular and I'm glad I know about them now, but everyone really likes those banana yellow ones. I think they're called the campus boot, but the pink ones, I think the pink ones are something different. Oof, the pink ones hit so different. I think they're adorable. Then we have these Tiffany earrings, which I've never seen before. I think they're freaking cute. And then there's just two more pairs of shoes on this slide. Those lace ones in particular, I stole right from my sister's Christmas list ideas again. We saw like lacy sneakers at Free People and Urban Outfitters and she's obsessed. And so you know what? If she's obsessed, some of you guys might be too. So lace sneakers, totally in. Our final category already is Barbie Dream House. This is just a fun one, again, for people who might have their own space, be it an apartment, even a dorm, a home. You know, as I've mentioned a couple times in this video and recently, I am probably moving in the next few months. And so I'm going to start to gather supplies I'll need for my apartment. I'm going to start to ask for things that I'll need to be using in my apartment, like appliances, stuff like that, little pieces of furniture, decor. So if that sounds like you, I would definitely tune in to this portion of the video. So Barbie Dream House. I think cute welcome mats are huge. I saw this freaking OMG It's You one, and apparently it's from Michaels. I think it's so kitschy, like 2000s again, like whimsical. I love the cups on here that I have starred. I believe, well, they're actually glass, they're glasses, but they're really quirky and cool. And then I also have starred, this is actually a CD player, not a record player, but I love that it's like supposed to look like a record player. I don't know, there's something very endearing about it to me. And again, being from the 2000s, I have a lot of CDs. Next, I want to talk about two kitchen things. The first are these cute little oven mitts. They're from Natural Life. Natural Life is a brand that I am obsessed with. Actually, that pillowcase is from Natural Life. If you're more into like the hippie boho style, I definitely recommend checking them out. They're not a small business, but they're incredibly adorable. So you guys would probably like their stuff if you're into that vibe. Then I have this floral set from Le Creuset. They have just the cutest stuff. I mean, I've seen hearts, I've seen pumpkins for fall. They have like seriously a lot of adorable kitchen sets of pots and Dutch ovens, etc. But I love blue. As we always know, blue is my color, and so these blue flowers I think are adorable. And going off of blue, I have just this duvet cover. It was from Urban Outfitters. I think bedding is a really great thing to ask for Christmas because comforters, like duvet covers, all that kind of stuff is usually pretty pricey. And again, I could have almost put this in that everyday luxury category because though it is expensive as like a one-time purchase, these are things you're using every day that completely enhance and change your life in ways that you don't expect. Then I just popped in this little lamp. Again, I just think interesting lighting fixtures in general are something that is overlooked a lot when you're decorating a space or when you're moving. Really curating that collection with unique individual pieces is essential to making a house a home. I'm really into like the big like paper lantern kind of lighting fixtures as well. I think those are cool. Last but not least, for the slide, we have a little Jellycat. They're so popular. They're easy to find. Again, not to get on like that influencer-y, you know, micro trend bandwagon, but who doesn't love a Jellycat? I own one Jellycat. It's a pig. My friend bought it for me a couple years ago. I cherish it greatly. His name is Horace. Cutesy Jellycats that match your vibe, your aura. I think that's so sweet. All right, and the final slide for this category. The only thing I have starred are these little like martini glasses that are animal print, of course. But they're adorable. I'm obsessed with all the animal print like dinnerware. I have a KitchenAid mixer on here. Now KitchenAids can get to very high prices. So this is maybe like one big gift that you're asking for. Again, for me, because I don't have my own place yet, I'm not asking for some of this kind of stuff yet, but it's definitely things I'll be considering in my future, or maybe even saving up for to get myself, just because of how much I actually want them. But I got another cute example of a welcome mat or rug. This one's actually from IKEA. I love the cats. They're kind of menacing, but kind of mystical. And then I have this little toothbrush holder. This was from Urban Outfitters. I like that it's like the eaten apple with the core. I don't know. There's something about it. It kind of reminds me of like trash, but it's like a funny caricature. I don't know. It's just like, again, like a quirky kind of offbeat thing. And then more bedding. I love, you know, that ruffly girly stuff. This is a cute bath mat. I know this one was from Anthropologie. I love that it's super bright and colorful and summery and happy. And then last but not least, this is like one of the littlest things I have on this list, but these are little handmade ceramic like toothpick holders, but they're olives, which is so smart because usually like you'll put a toothpick in an olive as like your little garnish in your martini or as your little appetizer hors d'oeuvre. So it's just a nifty, cute idea. But that is everything I have on this list for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope it inspired you to think about some things you want for Christmas or that you might want to buy some special people in your life. As I mentioned, I am going to be doing a video very soon about handmade gift ideas. These are going to be all things that you can make if you have a little bit of craft, a little bit of love, and a little bit of elbow grease. So I'm really excited to curate that list together and share it with you guys as well. But for the meantime, tell me which ideas from this video were your favorites, what you're asking for Christmas, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!